How does quantum tunneling power your flash drive? Imagine a tiny universe where particles can do what seems impossible, pass through solid walls without breaking a sweat. That's the strange world of quantum tunneling, a phenomenon that defies everyday logic. Normally, if you throw a ball at a wall, it bounces back. But in the quantum realm, particles like electrons sometimes just go right through barriers they shouldn't be able to cross. This isn't magic. It's a real effect rooted in the wave-like nature of matter at tiny scales. Now, how does this strange effect help power your flash drive? Inside your USB stick or solid-state drive, there are millions of tiny memory cells. Each cell acts like a switch that stores data as either a 1 or a 0. To write data, electrons need to move onto or off a tiny floating gate inside the cell. But this gate is surrounded by an insulating layer, like a barrier that electrons normally can't cross. Here's where quantum tunneling comes into play. Instead of waiting for electrons to climb over the barrier, they sometimes tunnel right through it. Engineers use a strong electric field to make the barrier thinner, increasing the chance that electrons will tunnel through. When you save a file, electrons tunnel onto the floating gate, changing its state from off to on, or vice versa. When you erase data, electrons tunnel back out. This process is what makes flash memory work so efficiently. Without quantum tunneling, storing data in a flash drive would be nearly impossible. The entire technology depends on electrons slipping through barriers that classical physics says they shouldn't be able to cross. It's a perfect example of how quantum weirdness turns into practical technology. But here's a quirky twist. Because electrons can tunnel out of the floating gate over time, data stored in flash drives can fade. That's why flash memory isn't ideal for long-term storage. The same quantum effect that allows data to be written also causes gradual data loss. In the world of strange science, this tiny tunneling effect feels like something out of a sci-fi story. Imagine a game of billiards where the balls sometimes pass right through the cushions, or a tennis match where the ball phases through the net. That's the level of weirdness happening inside your pocket every time you save a photo or a document. So next time you plug in your flash drive, remember that it's powered by one of the universe's most bizarre tricks. Quantum tunneling isn't just a laboratory curiosity. It's the secret behind one of the most common gadgets we use every day. And that's what makes this science both fascinating and incredibly useful.